Hello and welcome back. In this episode, we are going to be loading data to our list view from the news API. So from here, something like this. For that, we are going to need to bring in HTTP package. But before that, in the last episode, we made these uh, article and source classes, or made them with this JSON to Dart website generated. So it for some reason generated a null type here. So I want to fix that to string. Uh, I don't think it is anything here because it's always null for some reason. But anyway, that might cause some errors, so fix that. Then we can go to our pubspec.yaml, and I have this kind of pubspec assist for getting the packages. So I can just search here for HTTP and add it, and then press save, and it adds it to my project. So you can add to that your Visual Studio Code if you want, or just go to pubs to the website to get it from there, the version I mean. But yeah, now add data.dart file, and here we are going to be importing convert from Dart, import the HTTP that we just loaded, and then import the article that we have made. And first I want to have the URL as a const. So I'm just gonna copy it from off screen and close it. And so the URL is basically the API address, and we are taking top headlines from the API. Then there is country, then there is API key, and don't worry, I will have destroyed this one, so don't bother trying to use it. And anyway, it's free, so you won't get anything out of it. And then there is also page and page size, so they are not part of this URL because they are going to be changing. Need to add data class. In data class we have future list of article, and so function called fetch articles, and it will take int page size and int page. And what we want in there is articles. So this is not same as the article, but it does have a list of articles also there, and then there is some other data that we might use someday, maybe not, but it's good to have it there. And then we can do var response equals await, and we have to add async, and we can do http dot, oh, I forgot to make this as http, so we can call it as http. In here we will have first the URL, then and we will have page size. So this is the name in the API, the parameter name, and then we will have actually no, page equals the variable page. So yeah, that should be all of it. And then we have try and catch, and in catch we have e. toString. Thank you. And here we can do articles. Actually, we do if response status code equals 200, then we say articles equals articles dot from JSON. So this is the articles class. JSON decode response dot body and add little dots here. Yeah, and that's all we need, I guess. What's wrong with this? Oh, I'm not returning anything. So articles dot articles, so the list inside the articles class. So this here. That should be okay. So now we can go to our main into the state and add the data class here equals data, and we need to import it. Thank you. And then we can do something like, well, we want the page size and page for, well, to choose those. So we can do something funky later with them. But for now, they are just static there. And what else we want is future list article. So something to put the articles to. And we have to add the article or import it. And to load it all, we just do init state. And in here, fetch articles equals data dot fetch articles. And we pass in, yes, exactly that. Thank you, Visual Code. To show the articles, we have this list view, but I can actually run this, so we can wrap our list view with future builder and then after and show a loading icon when when it's loading the data, and then after loading it will show the list of the items. So that's not, I don't know, that's okay. I mean, you could do it like that, it would add always. So it would be loading one item at a time, but I like to load them all at a time and just show them all. But yeah. So future builder, builder, build context, and async snapshot, which is a type of list article. It's called snapshot. Great, and here we can have if snapshot has data, then we return the list view. So let's just leave it that, and else we return circular progress indicator. And actually we want to have this with center, wrap it with center, yeah. So take this list view builder, pop it in there, and we should be Gucci. And now It's of course only showing the progress indicator because we are not loading anything yet. So we need to add the future to here. So fetch articles, which is the future that we declare here, and uh, which gets data from the data class here. So now we need to restart the application, and because we haven't done anything to the UI or this text here, so we are not showing yet the articles or the titles and descriptions. So we are just going to get the list, whatever we had here before. But now what we can do is we can add the page size here. So item count, page size, so we don't get forever list, only 15 now or 14. Oh yeah, 15. And then we can take this center, remove it, and add a column. And in the column we can have children, and the children will be text, and the text will be snapshot.data. So this is coming from here. And the index, so it's a list, so index of the data, and we want the title, yes. And what else we want? We want title, and we want, let's see, author description. Yes, description is very much appreciated. And there we have it. But if we scroll down, we realize that there's something fishy going on. And that's because in the data there are these nulls somewhere, or something else is going wrong here. So what we want to do is do a couple of question marks and equals, and we can say empty. And what this does is it checks if it's a null, and if it's a null it will just put empty there. So for these, for example, else it will throw an error because it tries to put a null into text, and text doesn't want it. So this is a quick way to check if it's null, and if it's a null it will put the empty instead of this. What else we want to do is main axis alignment, main, god damn it, yes, space even, that's better, looks almost good now. And then we can add style and do a theme of context, text, theme, and title. So now that should change into title theme. Yes, very nice. And then we can actually do dot here, and then copy it here and say we have, what do we have? Overline, subheading, subtitle. What is subhead? I don't know. Subtitle. That's pretty good, I think. It looks ugly, I thought. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's okay-ish. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. We got the data class going, we got real data from there, and we did some cool looking styling for the text. And we also took care of the nulls. So see you in the next episode and be safe.